Hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel on F125. So doing something a little bit different today on this channel. I decided to do another challenge. As you can see by the title, I'm doing a pit stop every single lap challenge. So I thought that's in my head at the time. So I thought I'd give it a go and see what happens. So the first thing I'm off to is at Spa, at the back, starting in last place. Against Sirius and AI, because doing a pit stop against AI, it's not quite easy with 95 AI or something like that, or even 110% AI if you're a fast player, or if it was like some people are like 90, 95 AI or even 80 AI sometimes for some people. Yeah, if you do that on each AI, it's quite difficult to do a pit stop for every single lap. So yeah, so the first track is quite an easy to do, is Spa, because if you come towards the end of lap 1 right now, I managed to pull a 12-second gap from the guys behind. So coming into my first pit stop of the race, so make sure the pit stop's very nice. So I go on softs again, and very nice stop for that. So good stop. I managed to get a nice 15-second lead. The time everyone comes at the first corner, the time I get to the first corner, well, I make sure I don't cross the white line very nicely. So that puts me in P2. So that's not too bad for my first pit stop. So the lead is only a second ahead, so just need to try and save my EOS as much as I can. As much as possible. I decided to go on mediums at the end of this lap. So at least it's, try something a little different there. And then as you come towards the braking, I managed to caught him up very easily. It's very quickly against Zero AI. A little bit of, confusion there, but lucky I got past him eventually. So yeah, so let's see. I mean, this one should be okay for this one. So I'm not trying to, just doing something different for this week. So I haven't done a challenge in a while since the cockpit cam challenge about a few months ago. It's been a while since I've done a challenge, so I think I might do another one. I might do another one after this. It depends which challenge I haven't done yet. So I have done some of the challenges, but on last year's game. But this one, I decided to cut them down a little bit and take my time. So I thought I'll do something different. So let's come to the end. So I've just done my second stop now, onto the mediums. Into P3. So the lead is up the Charouche now, so making progress. I use EOS up the Charouche, because you get more speed up the Charouche. I didn't get DRS, I was quite surprised. I almost got into the grass there, so luckily I managed to get past him before the end of the Kemmel Straight at this corner. So getting closer, but a little bit less than it was last time, but managed to get lead straight away. Not too bad at all, so I'll take that. So yeah, now I've got to try and pull a massive gap again, and just try and save my EOS as much as I can, because I don't want to use it straight away. Because if I use it straight away, I'll just have no EOS, and I'll be losing time on the straights and all that. So it's come towards the end of lap 3 now, so I'm at kind of halfway at this stage. I'm only doing 5 lappers because I think 5 lappers might be the best choice instead of a 25% race or something like that. So coming into my third pit stop, so I decided to go on softs again, because softs is the fastest tyre and more grippier than the mediums. Mediums are not bad, but I'd rather be on mediums than hards. So that's why I didn't use hards or full wets, because that would be I don't know, I would say ridiculous, but I could have gone on to the full wets or inters, just give it a try, but it's what it is. So yeah, so just done my third pit stop, so now I'm behind Hulkenberg in the Sauber, so I don't know how he got up to P3, so maybe he had a good quality or something. It'd be off camera when I was when I was trying to start from last place. So I got DRS from the Sauber, so that gave me an extra speed down the straight. And then coming towards this bit, I wasn't sure where he was going to go. It was a little bit of roadblock, but I should have gone to the outside, and then that would have been a little bit okay-ish. But it's what it is, but that's okay. But now, Nida is just there. Managed to get a better exit this time than the Nida, so very nicely into the Nida again. So all I gotta do now is get a good last stop, and that should be job done, I think. So yeah, come towards the bus stop again, through the pit stop once again. Make sure the pit limiter is not over the limit, because I don't want to get a penalty for that. Luckily I didn't, so that's very nice. On to my final stop now, and a very nice stop again from the crew. Not too bad at all. So now I just need to get to the end of the pit lane as quick as I can, and hopefully see how it goes from there. So coming around the pit exit, I'm behind Oscar Piastri, kind of P5 at the moment. So at least I've got DRS from my teammate, so using EOS from the exit, using all the battery up to the DRS 9, using the tow from the Sauber, and then come towards braking zone, so I go to the right, because I know he's going to brake really early, so very nicely there. And then come towards, then I got the Ferrari. Well, I went a bit too wide there, so that got me my second warning. So I need to be careful with that. So I decided to go to the Neff. So very nicely there, onto this short straight down towards this long Neff hander. This corner right here, very nicely. Make sure I don't go too wide. And the Nida is just there, up the road. So I decided to go around the outside. A little bit tangled there, but I got through eventually, very nicely, and there you go, into the lead. So now got this sector 3, so onto this other straight, using a bit of ERS, all the ERS battery now, just to clear away. Got a 3-second gap from P2. Now come towards the bus stop for the final time. So I decided to go in the pit lane, just for fun, and make sure the pit limiter is over the limit, and that should be victory, nicely.
Well, I'm sick. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so we got a win. So yeah, so I completed the challenge very nicely, from last to first, pit stop every single lap. I'll take it. So not too bad at all. So, and from last place as well, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, so I've done the challenge, so that was quite okay-ish for me. So I decided to do it again at a different track, starting from pole position, because I did a one-shot quali just off screen there, just to see how difficult it is. So I started from the front with one-shot quali. So I do a different track at Circuit of the Americas. I thought Circuit of the Americas, there's some braking zones, some fast corners. I should be quick through there, and also the pit lane is quite short, I think. So if I get that correctly, and also the track's very long. It's only about 3.4 miles compared to like Suzuka, Monza. They're about 3.6. Silverstone, definitely not the one to go for, because the pit lane is too long. So yeah, so almost messed up the first pit entry there, but luckily no damage for that. So yeah, so I got a nice 16-second gap from the guys behind, where the others are. Yeah, it's about 16-second gap, so I had a big gap because I started from the front to make it a little bit easier for myself. And also just trying to do something a little different and see if it's impossible to do it on the other track, like other tracks, like Circuit Americas I'm doing right now. So I managed to get past the Ferrari before turn 2, very nicely. Now I just need to try and not to get track limits. So that's nothing through here. I did get a warning there, so I need to be careful with that, because that's only my first warning. Got through there nicely, up to into the lead again, and come towards the end of lap 2. Decided to go into pit lane again. Make sure I get a good pit entry this time. Right, a nice entry this time. Don't shot and get a penalty, very nicely. Not too bad. So I've got a 10-second gap, or 11-second gap from behind. Nice pit stop again from the crew. On my way again. So this one might be a little bit further back than the first one. And hopefully we'll see what I can do from them. Using EOS on the pit exit, just get more speed. Trying to get ahead of this Aston Martin. Very nicely. Into P4. So I just need to try and catch up to the Ferraris and Mustafa leading the race. Make sure I can get track limits very nicely on the limit there. Very cool. Round the outside of this Ferrari. Very nicely. Didn't lose any time. So I go around the outside again of the other Ferrari. Turn to the inside very nicely. Very nicely. Use a bit of EOS to just get the momentum. And then down towards this hairpin onto the back straight. Get a really good... Make sure I get a good exit using the EOS. And then using battery up to gear 8. And then very nicely using a bit of toe. And then come towards the brake zone. Decide to go for the inside. Before the sector 3 into the staging section. Very nicely. So I got into the lead on that 3. So now I've got to try and using all the grip. Get a good exit. Brake at the right point. And then see it's enough. Well, I managed to pull up to like 5 seconds now. Time I got to turn 19. And then come towards the pit lane again for the 3rd time at halfway at this stage. Make sure I don't get over the limit very nicely. So yeah, so this one's going to be a challenging for me. So Spa was quite easy. I know that one's going to be okay, but luckily I did the challenge. I did the challenge anyway from every single lap. Pit stop every single lap. Last to first as well. Doesn't count as... Well, I mean, that's not the part of the challenge. Doing a pit stop every single lap is part of my challenge for this one. I almost crashed into this Sauber there, but maybe I braked a little bit too late there. But luckily, no penalty, just a warning, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, so now the pit stop was good, and now I got another warning, so I need to be careful again for this one. So I managed to get through the field, including my teammate and an Aston Martin. Very nicely through there. Now, the first 3 are miles away, so I've got to try and catch them up. Now onto this back straight again. I haven't got DOS from the Ferrari, but I'm definitely gaining on him. And then we are side by side on the straight. So I'm just trying to save EOS a little bit. Well, because I need to save it a little bit for the last lap. And then got past another Ferrari very nicely. Through this sector, right, into sector 3 now. So this one's gonna be well, tough on the final lap and then round this right-hander. Not sure where to go. I decided to go to the inside, get the move, and got into the lead before the pit lane entry right here. So now coming towards the pit stop for the final time. Good entry was good once again. So my entry spot on. Turning was good. And I made a mistake here. Right here. So that is where I made a mistake. I let go off the clutch a tiny bit too early. So that cost me a little bit of time there. So I'll see what I can do on this last snap. Let's try to get ahead of Ocon in the Haas for P10. So that's going to be a tough challenge. So yeah, so try and get past Science before turn 3. Just about. got past the Williams. And coming up towards the Saubers now. Oh, a little bit awkward there, but wasn't sure where he was going to go. So I go around the... Well, got past the 2 Saubers. Just about. Not the way I wanted, but it's what it is. But now onto this back straight. So we've got Mercedes and the Aston Martin up ahead for P5. Got the good exit though from the Mercedes, but the time I got to alongside him, I turned off the EOS by accident. I should have just left it on there. By the time I got to turn 12, I managed to get past a double overtake for P5. Now we've got this sector 3 now, to see what I can do from there. So I managed to get past my teammate, round the outside of this corner. So very nicely, up to P4. Round the long right-hander now, before turn 19. I managed to go up to P3 at the exit of turn 19. I'm going to be a tiny bit short from the first 2. So yeah, so I could have got P2 if I didn't mess up the pit stop and mistakes on the road in the first sector, or middle sector where it was. If I hadn't done that, I would have had a chance with P2 there, but it's what it is. Yeah, so at least I tried. Well, 3rd place is the best I can do from a pit stop every single lap. I started from pole though, so at least it makes it easier, but it's what it is. So at least I tried, but at least I've done the challenge anyway from Spa, but this one was impossible, so I tried, but it's what it is. So yeah, so that's from me today. So make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. That appreciate a lot. That give me support, all that. And I'll see you guys next video. See you guys next time on F125. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend, or where you are around the world. Have a nice day, and see you later.